places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
So, welcome back to Desertwood Days. I am your host, Kathy Blaze, and today I am here with the lovely Shannon Dia. Welcome, Shannon.
Thank you for having me.
Such a pleasure, such a pleasure. It's been such a while since I've seen you.
Yeah, it's been a while. Everything's been slowed down, but speeded up at the same time. It's been very strange.
That's true, but we're here today and I'm loving it.
Yes.
Thank you. You look so beautiful. I love the hair.
Yes, I can promote Juan Salon. I got her to do my hair. I have to keep up with you.
That's that long COVID hair, huh?
Yes.
Pretty much. We're just giving COVID too much credit, aren't we?
Pretty much.
Shannon, how did you get involved in the film industry?
Honestly, it was on a fluke. I was with a dance troupe way back in the day. I did Middle Eastern and folklore dancing, which seems like a very strange way to, or maybe not in the film industry.
Wow.
I was following this group that was doing a film called Grief back in 2013.
Yes, I remember that.
And I was following this photographer, Joseph James, who happened to be on Kevin Phipps' film crew. And I went in and he posted something on Facebook about needing extras. I'm like, well, I don't have any experience, but I'm retiring from the dance group I'm in, and I became an extra on the set. So they asked me to come on in for that. And it just evolved from there. I heard that Kevin was taking classes, and he first became my mentor, and then my friend, and then ended up getting engaged.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, I'm learning some things about you that I didn't know about the dancing.
No, that was a long time ago.
Oh my goodness.
I still have friends in the industry, and I go and film them.
But I can see you being a dancer. That's awesome. That is awesome. Why the field cinematography? And I'm probably pronouncing that word wrong. And how would you describe what you do with that as a cinematographer? I got it.
It was just a natural process for me because of everything that went before it, that I would eventually fall into what I'm doing now. I mean, if you look online and Google at any point in time, it's pretty much beauty in motion.
Oh, okay.
And how I
love the way you said the beauty in motion, because you know what, I see that as describing a dancer too.
Right.
So I guess it would fall right into place.
Well, it's like layers on the cake. I mean, every single last thing that you do really depends a lot on the cinematography. If you're not as good as your camera, then you need to learn how to.
Right. So did you have to get any specialized education for that in order to learn how to use the camera or to get into this field?
Yeah, I went to various people for help, and just like a lot of people, I YouTube a lot of it and went on online classes. And basically, how I really got into the deeper end of it was Kevin trusted me to do the DP work on Dark Descent.
Okay.
Which will be my first full featured film, which is really exciting.
Wow, congratulations. So for those that don't know what a DP is, what is that?
Director of photography.
Okay, see, we got all this terminology. This is an entertainment show, so we're learning here. What is the most rewarding part of this for you?
Just the people you meet and the experiences that you have, and the learning process through everything from stem to stern. You know, the business side, the people side, learning to connect, the artistry.
I met with another cinematographer, and he pretty much said that you have to know pretty much A to Z. Is that correct? Would you say the same thing, that you need to know the full realm of the production, what's going on?
Yes, because you are the main part of it that makes everything go around, from the sound to the art direction to the wardrobe to catching the emotions. You're working in sync with the director. So you're literally the right arm of the director in order to get things done and make a beautiful process as smoothly as possible.
Wow. So if someone needed a cinematographer, what would you recommend? Is there a guide? How would they know which one to select? Are there certain things, certain experiences, a certain amount of films? How would a new production know what cinematographer to work with?
Just do your research, talk to people, network. There's a lot of film industry events that happen, whether it's here or California or New Mexico. There's always people, on Instagram, they're putting up their posts. You have young entrepreneurs that want to do direct photography and they're really good and they're not really getting the credit that they deserve. But the fact is that it's very, exciting to see their work.
Right, right. So is this a field that you would say someone would go into as a cinematographer and they would pretty much stay there? That would be their position, or would they want to move on to something different?
That really depends on the person. I can't tell somebody what to do with their life. But if you love what you do and you want to stick with it, then go for it. You're never going to stop learning. There's always updated tech going on and better ways of doing things, an easier way of doing things, a more difficult way of doing things.
Right.
So it's just, if you want it, then go for it.
I guess my question was, do you see people that go into that field and that's where they want to stay, or are they going in there as a stepping stone to something else?
The direct photographers that I've known, no, they seem to really love what they're doing.
Okay.
And they stick with it and they go with it.
Okay.
I know a lot of people do different things behind the set because of the nature of, indie, we sit there and multitask.
Okay. Shannon, you were also an associate producer.
Yes.
So what inspired you to want to create your own content?
Well, basically, all the producers that were involved, everything that we did pretty much came out of our own pocket. We did run a small funding campaign in order to do it. Sorry, I can't speak today. In order to raise the money for the film that we previously are working on for Dark Descent.
Okay, Dark Descent?
Yes.
Okay, so you brought us a trailer today?
Yes, I did.
Lovely. Let's take a look at it.
Children, have you ever met a little man before? No, of course you haven't. Hush, hush, hush. The boogeyman. Don't let him hum, 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 hum,
I probably should have warned you that was a horror.
Well, the dog was cute.
Yeah. He was a very, very sweet boy.
Oh. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about this? How did this come about?
It came about the collaboration with our director Kevin Phipps and our main writer Craig Shennery. They wanted to originally write a series. Kevin had an idea, like probably about 5 years ago, where he wanted to write a script about, and you know how Kevin works. He's very much out there. That he wanted to come up with a script about a guy who, back in the day when we were kids in the comic books, they would have like the sea snails and the mini shrimp that you could get that you could grow. So he basically wanted to base a very strange film off the fact of this guy that was gifted.
Okay.
So it's just a very strange turn of events, but that's only part of the sections. There's we have in the series It's Complicated.
Okay.
There is I'm sorry, I'm brain farting right now on all of
But
the
it's
ones in
all
there.
horror.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's all horror based. Basically, it's a nod somewhere between Twilight Zone and Tales of the Dark Side type of thing. Well, there is a moral and compass in everything that's happening and the reasoning behind it, even though it does take a really, really dark turn.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see more of this. Especially if I get to see that cute little boxer again.
Yes, you will.
Are you working on any new projects other than this one at the current moment?
I'm working on some personal projects.
Okay.
I am developing a small docu-series that I would like to do
Okay.
with, highlighting the things that are happening in Arizona. And
Wonderful.
then I'm trying to finish up a short that I did a while ago during COVID that is called Blank Space.
Okay.
And it basically has to do with a what if, what goes through people's heads when they suffer from dementia.
Oh.
What do they carry with them? So it's more drama based.
Mm-hmm.
My actors are Edith Britt, Kirk Livengar, and Susan Jude,
Okay.
as well as my little stars Lily and Lucy
Okay.
Phipps.
Oh, I haven't seen Susan forever.
Yeah, she's doing really well.
Yeah.
She's doing good.
Sounds interesting. So if Shannon wasn't in the filmmaking industry, what would she be doing?
I don't know. I'd always find something to do. Photography, art. I mean, art's always been with me.
It's a big part of who you are.
Yeah.
That's
I
lovely.
mean, even when we were kids, we go to art museums and we were encouraged to do crafts and many, many other things.
Right. You know, when you think about it, when we were a kid,
Mhm.
I mean, we did so many things that art was a huge part of it. And then we grew up, some of us, I should say, we grew up and then we forgot about all those fun things that was a part of our life, like playing,
Yeah.
art. I did a retreat once, and that was a huge part of the first day. We were to just forget we're adults and play.
Yeah.
Have fun.
But that's why we get in the movie industry,
Mm-hmm.
so we can play as adults with cooler toys.
And be someone we're not. Pretend that if I want to be this, whatever today, I can be that.
Or just be more of yourself inside a character.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, when can we see the horror? I'm sorry, I forgot the name of it.
Dark Descent.
Dark
It's
Descent.
Dr. Seville's horror show.
When can our audience see this, or a premiere, or when is that going to come out?
They're working on distribution right now.
Okay.
We're trying to finish up the music, which is by our composer Bruce Bray, who is absolutely brilliant. So we're hoping to have it done by the end of October. Release dates would depend on
Right.
what the other part
Sure.
is. So unfortunately, I'll have to say just stay tuned and
Stay tuned.
And I hope any horror fans out there that are interested in what you saw in the trailer will stick with us and see the final result.
You know what? I think we have a lot of horror fans.
Yes.
I mean, it's the time of the season, and we had a few guests here that have things that do with horror. I mean, whether it's them creating it or having a studio for it. I mean, it's really a big thing here in Arizona. I don't know if it's that way everywhere, but in Arizona, we have a lot of horror fans. So that's a great thing for business,
Oh, yeah.
especially for the film business. So where can our audience find you?
Right now, I'm based out of Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to find me on Instagram, and artists, you're more than welcome to, say, hey, if I follow you, follow me.
Okay.
Because I love seeing other people's works and getting inspired
Sure.
after them. And you never know when a collaboration will happen. But the Instagram is SDIA_photography.
Awesome.
And then on Facebook is just SDO Photography. I try not to make it too complicated.
Right. Well, it was such a pleasure having you here with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today on Desertwood Days, and we will catch you next time.